Hello everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and I just purchased this batch of coins for $20. I purchased it from somebody who just was looking to move a bunch of their stuff. They weren't a coin collector, but they contacted me and said, hey, I've got a group of coins, I want to sell them. They initially said that they had some very rare coins, and it wasn't like they misidentified a variety, but instead they did get the date wrong that was on their coin by 1 or 2 years. So it wasn't quite what I had thought it had been, but I also, when I went through it just at a brief glance, and I explained this to them, saw about $11 in melt value of silver, and then there's about 2 pounds total of world coins. So, given that I'd gone to meet with them and, explained everything, I felt like $20 was a fair price. And certainly more than they would get from a coin shop. And then I also said if there was anything really good that I would recontact them, reach back out, and give them a bonus. But that's what we're going to be doing today, is looking coin by coin, especially at some of the stuff that might have been more clad or something like that. So I'd also appreciate your help. I want to enlist you to tell me if my valuation, I'm assuming these are probably going to be, if it's 2 pounds of coins, that's probably like $17-18, but a pain to sell. And the silver coins might be another $15, and maybe there's a few coins worth $1 or $2. In any case, I'm going to go coin by coin. It's going to be a longer hunt, and I might not go super in depth on certain things, but if I have a question, I'll definitely look further into it. And let's break this bag of coins open and see what we have inside. And like I do with the world coin hunts, I'm just going to pour it out and start hunting, except I think, I'm not going to go quite coin by coin in the sense that, I'm not going to pause a ton for history. I'm going to do this more from, a dealer evaluation perspective and, how I'm thinking about some of these coins. So, I have to look this up, and I could be wrong, but I think that these Bermuda coins are at least, half circulating value if they don't trade 1-to-1 with the U.S. coin. We've got some Jamaican, Dominican coins. This one's from Poland. That's not having any value. That's a little bit older, 1950 shilling, but it's not going to be 50% silver. Then our next little batch, we got Ecuador, which got massively devalued. This is a really nice coin, and I am going to pause and update the value for you. This is a 75% silver, Ireland, 2 shilling, 6 pence. I was aware that it was in here. 1928. I think that there's a little bit of extra value, on the historic front, but it's not like a super high premium coin, but still a good one, and was really the reason I saw this. That I paid $20 for this lot. Hong Kong $1, very common. I haven't seen too many of the 50 centimes because that's worth, I don't know, 10 euro cents by the time they convert it over. 10 pesos there from Uruguay, also not too valuable. That could be kind of cool. Lebanese, 1955. Sometimes what I do is on the more old stuff, I will just sort of put it aside and then sell in batches of 15, 20 coins, coins that are a little bit older. We see a Moroccan 10 franc. That might be slightly older too. I'm forgetting the Islamic year. 1980 Uruguay coin, not valuable. We got a 25 cent, cents coin from the Dominican. Some more pre-decimal coinage over here. These are kind of cool. There's a lot of Filipino collectors. 1974, Jose Rizal, but there's not much actual value in that find. 1939, Nicaragua. Some of the silver stuff here, this is saying 50 centavos de Cordoba. I'm going to put that aside, but it's not probably worth much more. But still, 1939, they've got nice designs on that, and some of the actual Cordoba silver coinage is quite expensive. Then we have a half peso from the Dominican. I'm almost positive that this is not silver. I will update in this case. I think that and I'll tell you when they went off the silver. It doesn't look or feel, it feels like a copper nickel coin. But if it's silver, that would be a nice find. 10 pesos here again from Uruguay. Maybe that was slightly older, 1965. I still like doing older stuff like this one, 1920 Cuban coin, which would have been made by the States, 5 centavos. I'll put that in the old coins lot. Then we also have this 1942 East African, but sort of as a colony of Great Britain. That's probably worth $2 as well. 1945 Portugal One Escudo. I think that they had neutrality all through World War II, so we're able to keep on making their currency. This one I'll put in the circulating currency pile, 1984 Canadian 25-cent coin, worth about 20 US cents. That stuff adds up if you just get a bunch of it. Bahamas, and then an old 10 franc coin. This one looks not too familiar. Two Annas from government of Pakistan, 1953. Also a little bit older, a little bit older coin there. Let's grab another bunch. I saw a Romanian coin back there, Panama, 1970. Those do trade 1-to-1 with the dollar. I just don't get enough to exchange. 1957, 1 peso from Argentina. I'll put that aside. 5 new pence, that's tradable. 1979 from the UK. And 10 pfennig, these are like 5 euro cents as well. 1949, that was the first year that they did these. Oak tree, I will tell you this much, was like Germany reappearing and growing out of the ground after World War II. Here's a Romanian coin, 25 bani, 1966. I think it's sort of unique enough where I'll put it to the side and maybe put it in one of those lots. 1964 halfpenny. It's not, doesn't look good enough, I think, to the point where I want to charge people more for it necessarily. These are tougher to get. These 10 new pence, tougher to get the full value for some reason. And they're also pretty heavy. 1959 Colombia, Avente Centavos with a few die cracks, looks like, from the rim. You can see that crack all the way into the main part of the design. Same thing there over from the star. That's sort of interesting. We've got a nice uncirculated Colombian coin, 1 peso. Hadn't seen that design. Maybe their version of the wheat penny, you could sort of say. This one's a little older looking, 1953 as well, Portuguese coin, but Mozambique, 2 escudos, 50 centavos probably, those 5 towers, great historic coin, 10 pace from India as well with the Ashoka Lion pillar, also an older coin. Like this stuff is not really worth doing a premium, but I just know that there's people who are interested in it. 1916, sometimes to do some group and bulk batch lots. 1944 Ceylon, 10 cents. This one's a 50 yen from Japan. That's worth probably like 40 US cents. So good to put that one aside. And then here the bailiwick of Jersey, 5 new pence. That's pretty interesting. Maybe I'll put that in the cool coins lot. 1965 Uruguay. 10 francs from France. Here's a silver coin that I was able to see before, 1958. It's only about $1 of silver, but people pay a little bit more than that. Morelos peso, 10% silver, so minimal, but it's still a fun coin. And then another 10 pfennig that we can spend. This one is a South Korean coin that's not going to be, that'll just be in the bulk coin bin. And then I think that these 50 pence are actually tough to exchange. I'll put it, I sold some and somebody didn't take it, maybe at a main bank, but they also might be demonetized, which is a bummer. Belgian coin, 1922, 25 centime. What else? We got Costa Rica here. Another Moroccan coin, 50 francs this time. And I'll just put it, maybe it is old, maybe it's not. 1963, 5 kroner. Pretty sufficiently old there. Alt for Norge, we see Olaf V. There were some very long ruling Norwegian monarchy royalty, so that's interesting. Here, this is Thai, a young king there. 1942 World War II coinage from India this time. And then a halfpenny coin that's going to be a little bit older too. So let's see. This one I have to do more research on. I saw this. I said if I could find that silver, which I don't think it is, I'll send the guys some more money. But this is Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Wellings Manufacturing Co., Fred A. Rohde. So I'll look that guy up, see if he's able, if I can get some info on him, but something fun, just to a little research project, mini research project for me. 1971 5 francs. I don't think that this is silver. If it is, I would definitely also pay the guy a little bit more, but we see similar Walking Liberty design there. Unfortunately, it's not, I don't think it's silver, at least. We got some Israeli coinage. Let me take a little big handful again here. That coin kind of looks interesting. Let's see. So we've got some regular currency here from like France, Costa Rica, 50 centimos. This could be a little bit older. I don't even know. 1 shilling moja from Tanzania, 1966. That's great. Put that in the interesting lot. Let's see. We got 5 Afrique Centrale, 1972. And then we got Ceylon, I think Sri Lanka, 5 cents, 1943. So those, I'd consider those a good find. 20 centavos, 1940 from Santiago Mint. Let's see, República de Chile. So I've seen this design before, and it's O Roti. You can see the French design on there as well, or the designer. He's going to have made this coin a little bit older. That's great. Ecuadorian coin, Sierra Leone 1 cent. You used to find these all the time. Portuguese 20 centavos. These are beautiful when they're uncirculated. This is very well worn, but this is actually from Cape Verde, Cabo Verde. So that could be a better coin as well, just sort of as an individual find. But, that I hadn't noticed that. Again, though, it's very challenging to sell these on an individual basis. We got 2 marks, German marks. That'll go in the pile of coins to eventually be sorted and turned in. Another 2 marks coin here. Bahama Islands, I think those trade for like half, which probably isn't worth the effort just because it's tougher. Like if I get a bunch of 25-cent coins from Bermuda, then that can generally work out pretty decently. This one's a Polish coin, 10 zloty, 1967. They always kind of look silver. I don't think that they are. Well, if it is, somebody's going to get a nice deal in a next grab bag. I sell 100 francs from France, and then also an older 1950 10 cents from Hong Kong. So a lot of the sort of just classic type of world currency that you come across very frequently, but it's still fun. Like I still enjoy, even if it's not a super valuable coin, just like picking it out and seeing Netherlands Antilles. I hadn't seen that design before. Let's see, we got a Honduras coin, 1967. That's kind of cool. 1 krone, that could be older, 1970, not quite. Some interesting toning right there that doesn't look particularly attractive. Barbados, also on a similar exchange rate. And I dropped some coins, of course, all part of a coin hunt here. Another 1 kroner. This one kind of looks old. Let's see if we can get Hakon 1949. So that is definitely in the old category. Canada, a penny right there. This one's a Filipino centavo. U.S., made in San Francisco, 1944S. So that's fun. Good piece of history right there as well. Another Indian Pays coin, 10 Pays, 1952, aluminum, really light coin. Those are often the less valuable ones, but sort of how it goes. 20 cents from Singapore. Another Netherlands Antilles, or maybe that was the one I dropped. And then a just mix of other coins, except actually this 1939 Italy 10 centesimi is a good one. It sort of reminds me of the Mercury dime, and I'll put that to the side. Well, Warren, you see a lot of the Italian stuff coming in with a lot of wear, which is very authentic to like these things are, these were used for the proper purposes, I guess. Nuevo Peso from Santiago Mint, again from Uruguay. This one's looks kind of interesting, but Bahrain, 10 or 100 something, probably fills, which is like sometimes they go in a base 1000 system over there. Belgium 1 franc, Yugoslavia 1 dinara, technically an older coin. Got an Italian, probably 100 or 50 lira, 1963 Danish 5 ore. That'll be in the old category. 1943 Venezuela. I haven't seen this, or maybe that's 48. 12 and a half centimos. I've never seen a 12 and a half coin, even though it's just 1/8, which makes a lot more sense, like a piece of 8, or that's not really what it is. But 1/8, maybe it's a better way of doing it. Maybe we shouldn't even do the dime system and instead go, 1, 2.5, 5, 12 and a half. Comment your thoughts, I guess. But I'll have to look that up, see if it's a better coin, because I don't recognize it. So I always like doing the extra research. Though I did say I wouldn't do the research on every coin. Still, if it's something interesting, I'm all about that. British Honduras, 1954, 1 cent. Also looks pretty cleaned up. I don't think that's it doesn't look like it's uncirculated to me, unfortunately. But that's just sort of how these things go. 10 centimos here from the EO Mint. República de Chile, looks like an expanded and newer version of that old design that we saw moments earlier. That's actually an older coin. This one's Mexico, but this is Belgium, 1904, 5 centesimi. It looks like it's got still a little bit of mint. Maybe it's in AU condition. This one, he thought it was 1925, but just got confused. It was 1924, which is totally cool. That's a big thing with collecting, and I won't comment on all these coins, just a little learn. And dealing is you got to go and check out and help out with everybody. Even if you spend an hour and a half or 2 hours communicating with somebody and taking the time out of your day to go somewhere and make a coin deal, some people would just say, I don't even want to take this. Others would pay way lower, just on an hourly rate. It's like, you win some, you lose some. I would say that this is like a middle of the park. The time that I spent doing it is not going to be worth it, but that's not really the end goal. And this is an interesting coin, actually. Maybe this is silver. I'll also follow up with the guy, send him a little bit, because 1974, I know that there was a lot of like hyperinflation in Poland, so maybe it's nothing, but it feels like, I don't know. Let me clink this. I don't know, that doesn't really have the, like, that sounds good. And maybe I'm not supposed to do this to coins. But that doesn't quite sound silver. Anyways, I'll update you on this as well. Probably not going to be much, but it's still cool to even have the XXX lat PRL. I don't know what that means. It'll be a good learning lesson for me. Let's see, we got an older coin down there from Paraguay. And 25 krone too. Let's see, so 25 ore from 1957. That's good enough to go in the older coins pile. 1903 Paraguay. I don't recognize this one. 20 centavos. We'll also have to come back with a value expectation on this one, just because I haven't seen it in the past, but that'll go with the old ones. I see some silver there from Canada that I had already spotted when I briefly went through this with the guy. But let's see. So this is going to be a 1915 5 centavos coin. Let's see what else we got here. That looks like a Canadian. Here's a 20 lire from 1957 from Italy. So separate those parts out. Here is all that we've got left. This one's definitely going to be silver. 1960 Canada, 25 cents, 80% silver. Not much to it beyond that, but it's still a cool coin. And then let's see. We've got the Israeli coin, 5 of something. I always forget what it is. Comment if you know. Iranian coin as well. 20 pence. That's like a quarter of value. So that's good. Same thing with this one. You can use this in a parking meter. 25 cents. Trades at the same valuation as the dollar and has the same specs and everything. Little gold-plated coin. Always good. Always keeping me excited and then letting me down. 1951 of something from Turkey is fun. Same thing, another 1950 Hong Kong coin. 20 Rapin, so 1/5 of a Swiss franc is like 20 cents in the U.S. Got to get the incremental winnings here. It can add up over the long term. And then we have a Canadian 1956. We got an older 10 Reich, not Reichspfennig, but Second Reich 1900 10 Pfennig from the J Mint. And then 1964 Philippines 10 centavos. And 1 million, nice, 1917 from probably Egypt, I would think. So that's a pretty good hunt. I think there's some things to follow up on. We got some older stuff over here. We got a little bit of circulating, or formerly circulating coinage, and then in total 2 pounds of world coins. Got some special picks. If this comes back really good, I'll forward the guy a little bit of cash. But anyways, this was a great hunt. Thanks for watching. I always try to document the journey. So this is like a $20 small collection of coins. I think if somebody came and offered me like $40 for it, as long as this isn't silver and as long as this isn't silver, I'd probably take it. But I'll probably piece it up and just dump it in my world coin bin and hold these on the side. But anyways, fun search. Thanks so much for watching, and let me know if you have any ideas for content going forward. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to Treasure Town, and get in touch with me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Also, check out my website, treasuretowncoins.com, for news and updates related to the channel and collectibles in general. Lastly, there's a link tree in the description with links to all of my other sites, as well as some affiliate links that can support the channel. But with that being said, have a great day, and I'll hope to see you on some of my videos in the future.